Welcome back to Hannity. So last week, Hillary Clinton met with several members of the Black Lives Matter movement, and a new video of the exchange shows things got very testy and tense. Take a look.
This is and has always been a wet problem of violence. It's not, there's not much that we can do to stop the violence against us.
Well, if that is
a conversation that I push back.
I understand. I understand what you're saying.
Also respectfully.
Yeah. Well, respectfully, if that is your position, then I will talk only to white people about how we are going to deal with the very real problems.
That's not what I mean.
Now, after that video was released, the Clinton campaign released a statement saying, in part, quote, "We must confront the deep-seated biases and racial injustice that still remains in our country today. We must not only change hearts, but we must do more to face hard truths in America. We must also work together to change laws, raise awareness, build a coalition to ensure that every American knows what it means to be secure, safe, and free." Here in studio with reaction, Milwaukee County Sheriff, our good friend, rare in-studio appearance, David Clarke. Sir, you know, you're a rock star. I was out in public with you, and it's like, wow. Excuse me, Hannity, take a picture of me and Sheriff Clarke. How you doing?
Fantastic. Thanks for having me.
By the way, part of that exchange, oh, okay, she said, if that's your position, I'll talk to the white people about how we're going to deal with this. Imagine if a Republican said that.
Well, Hillary, meet Frankenstein. They created this monster. Now they realize that if you cannot continue to feed the beast will turn on you and eat you, and that's what's going on here. Sean, let's take a look at this group, this Black Lives Matter, which I have renamed Black Lies, L-I-E-S, Matter. And the reason I have is because this is the bastard child, as you know, of the hands up, don't shoot. The whole thing is built on a lie. The whole premise is built on a lie. But it's a conglomeration of misfits, all right? You have Occupy movement. You have organized labor in on it now. You have criminals. You have black racialists. You have cop haters and anarchists have now formed together this faux movement, if you will. No longer in the United States, and I think that I'm living proof of that, no longer can blacks as a whole claim victim status, except for one situation. They are victims to the Democrat Party in the United States of America and what modern liberalism has done to the black family.
Sheriff, can you imagine that you have a Democratic candidate, Governor O'Malley, that says Black lives matter, white lives matter, all lives matter, and then he has to walk it back? I'm sorry, everybody's life does matter, Sheriff. Your life matters to me. The life of every citizen matters to me. And he has to apologize for saying all lives matter. What constituency is he appealing to?
Well, blue lives matter too, as you know.
Exactly.
And this is an example of the monster that they've created that they cannot feed anymore. They're not in control of this movement. This was created to mobilize the black vote for the 2016 election. The problem is we got a long way to go, and there's only so long that you can keep that sort of negative movement going before you lose control of it. I thought O'Malley, his reaction after that was pathetic. Can you imagine him standing up to world leaders that just give him a stare down and he's going to back down and apologize?
When did it ever get controversial to say all lives matter?
Well,
when did that ever?
That's the thing, and that's the pathetic nature, I think, of this whole movement.
Let me give you one example. This was in Seattle. Bernie Sanders. This happened to a lot of other presidential candidates. He literally let this group take over his entire political rally, and he didn't speak anymore. Watch this.
Thank you, Seattle, for being one of the most progressive cities in the United States of America.
We are trying to be reasonable. We are trying to be reasonable.
We are reasonable.
We are trying. We're going to give you. We're going to let you on the mic. We are going to give you the mic. We will, after Senator Sanders. After Senator Sanders. After. All right, we're shutting it down. You are shutting it down. You are disrupting this event.
It's insane, number one, that they let them take over. Here's my question for you, though. If you're like me, and imperfect Christian that I am, but if you believe that we're all children of God, that's what I really believe, and if we really want to have an honest discussion, don't we have to address the black-on-black crime numbers that it's not cops, it's not white people. There are racists. Everybody knows that. But the majority of deaths of young black males are coming from other young black males. If we don't address that, we're not serving these kids in these neighborhoods well, are we?
Well, that's precisely it, and that's why I renamed this group Black Lies matters, because if black lives really mattered, they'd be protesting all of the black-on-black crime. If they really cared about black lives, that's what they'd be protesting.
You need to run for governor or president. You like that idea?
I like being sheriff.
All right, Sheriff. Good to see you. It's an honor to have you in studio, my friend.
It's my honor.
And thanks for what you're doing. Coming up.